Welcome to the Old Mill, located in Little Rock, Arkansas, created for the opening credits of Gone with the Wind. It features concrete trees that look as real as the ones you have in your yard. So we met with one of the gardeners here at the Old Mill Park. She said this is the only structure left from the opening of Gone with the Wind. And so this park itself is 90 years in the making. Just beautiful little respite. This is inside the mill. Looking out, they had constructed like an old water pump. You can go up the steps here to look out. I think everything's made out of like concrete or something, and it's made to look like wood, but it's... There's the bridges. Water features. You see the old mill running down there. So cool. It's got different windows. You get different views from each window. Morning. Benches. So after visiting the Old Mill, we went to Bill Clinton's presidential library. In his library, it dates and has artifacts and history from his early childhood all the way through his presidency. There's various artifacts, a saxophone, golf clubs, pictures and report cards from his childhood. So there's you learn lots of information about him. It also covers various important happenings, to include the impeachment during his presidency, that you can learn about. Outside the grounds, there are tons of trails, to include bike trails that go, including a bridge that goes across the Arkansas River over to a nearby campground that we weren't even aware about. So it is a beautiful area to explore inside and outside of the presidential garden library. One difference between his and Bush's is that at Bush's you could take pictures inside the Oval Office setup with your own camera, but at Clinton's you had to purchase a picture to have or even enter the Oval Office at Clinton's library.
Trail down there too.
Oh yeah. So there's a trail here at the Clinton Presidential Library, University of Arkansas. It kind of just cruises through. I don't know if we'll get a chance to go through that or not. Right now we're crossing the bike trail that is a bridge for bikes that goes across the Arkansas River. And then the library is back behind us. And just a word, parking for RVs is on the right, not the left. So you do not want to park near the School of Public Works. We were redirected by a kind gentleman. I hate that he had to come out on a hot, humid day out of his air-conditioned. Obviously it's hot here. And Arkansas River. Oh look, they planted plants along up here. How cool is that? And here's the path. You can see the path. It's a beautiful little trail, and it just, I guess it's got a covered bridge over there. We saw a few statues at the start of the path over here, across from the parking lot. Ron took off and left me, which is unusual. I'm usually the one who leaves him. But anywho, It's going to be a scorcher today. They said we are under heat advisory here. I'll be glad that our visit to Little Rock is short, given the temps and the humidity. I just think this is so cool that they put these flower planters along the path, and then that's the road that we use to come in. I guess there's an RV park or something across the way there, so we could literally like stayed in the RV park, biked or walked across this bridge to the museum. Clinton Library. Cool, cool, cool.
Roosevelt was responsible for the West Wing. Richard Nixon, President Nixon, decided that to buy this table. So this cabinet room table was purchased with his own money. So he
One thing we found at presidential libraries is they have different exhibits, and at Clinton's library this particular summer they had a dinosaur Jurassic Park exhibit, and so we visited that, took some video for the grandkids, and us playing around while we were there. Very Our first 1,000 trails, which said it had all these things, and it may have mini golf, we just hadn't seen it, and it looks like it may rain here in a minute anyway. We're just struggling to get our hamburgers cooked and it's sprinkling. This is our first campsite in 1,000 Trails. This is Cherokee Landing in Salisbury, Tennessee, just outside of Memphis. And we asked for a site on the lake, even though it's partial hookup. They have a dump station not far with water fill, showers, and laundry. And this place here, where we're at down here on the lake, has 30 amp and water. So, which really, I'm not even sure we need that. We did have to come up 4 inches to get mostly level, so not exactly easy. You can tell from the slope, kind of slopes downward. So, but really pretty site, nice view, and free for us since we did the camping trail membership. That's our view. Right out over the lake tonight, and they have boats, but I don't know about that. This is the drive up to the Biltmore Estate, so I don't know if we'll see the house when we round the corner, or it's like 8,000 acres. I can't imagine. It is impressive, very wooded. There's a river next to us on the road here, And they do have RV parking, I was told. Go up here to the road, take a Y to the left, and then a colleague will tell us where to park. So we will see. Look how beautiful this place is. We got a 2-day pass so we can come back and do the gardens tomorrow also. We thought we'd bring the bikes and do bike riding today after we do the house. Look at this. Just look at that. Look at that. Wow. Okay. It's about to open up. Let's see if we see the house. I'm so excited. Okay. All traffic to the left. Let's see. What do we have here? Ooh, fields. So it's like farming and fields. Begin one way. So we're on a one-way loop. Next left, ticket and guest services. Okay, I don't think we have to do that, surely. Have tickets in hand. Okay.
Ticket.
Welcome to Biltmore. In 600. So it looks like we're headed to Lot C for RV parking, possibly. We're going to check it out. There was lots of parking early here this morning at 8:30. Lots of empty parking in lots A and B if you're just in a car. After visiting with several of the employees there on property, we found out that there are over 2,400 people that work throughout the week off and on just to maintain the gardens, the grounds, and the property. Everything is well marked. They give you an online map. The website is excellent. They give you a paper map, and then again, there's signage throughout the property so that you never really feel like you're going to get lost. The fauna there was all extraordinary. They had greenhouses, they had Italian gardens, ponds, all types of things. And you'll see here in the next frame or so where they are doing some transplanting, and they're moving from spring flowers to more autumn foliage. And so they do that because it is imperative that they keep the grounds pristine and appealing, and they don't ever want to be caught with dead plants anywhere without. So This is a billiard room hosting 2 billiard tables and a viewing area where the non-participants can sit and watch the game as it's played. And that leads directly into the dining room, which hosts a large seating area table, 2 tapestries from back in the 1300s, and a gargantuous fireplace with stunning work. The property hosts 2 Monet paintings, original Monets, and 1 Rembrandt painting, which you'll see later on in the video. Gorgeous, fantastic views from each of the balconies that are located throughout the property. Just stunning views no matter where you look. This furniture was unique in that it would fan out. The actual sides of the furniture would fan out to fit someone of a larger stature. It was very interesting innovation. This is an original Rembrandt that was there in the home. One thing of interest is that each of the guest rooms had bathrooms, and all of the servants' quarters. Each servant had their own private room, and oftentimes they had bedpans. Some had bathrooms that they would share. Just amazing how much that the Vanderbilts respected their staff and treated them very well, wanted them all comfortable, so that they could be, well rested. Again, each of the guest rooms had names, and they were named, like the Madonna room had a picture of the Madonna in it. And this is a view of the staircase. And then this is on the way down to the basement, which you will find very interesting. So the staff told us that these appliances and these copper pans were actually used by the Vanderbilts and their staff. And these service elevators to get the food up to the guests are all original and in working order. So they find those elevators to get the food up quite interesting. This is an actual refrigerator, a real refrigerator. It's a walk-in fridge. You know, that's very innovative. They had all kinds of innovations as far as getting the laundry done, getting everything ironed, dried. And they hung most of the things. You're going to see a hanging dryer to dry the linen so that they didn't have to hang outside. They actually hung them in racks that they could pull in and out. And that's what you see here. They pull those out on wheelies to hang everything. Another view of the dining room and the tapestries. A big part of Vanderbilt's income was through farming during that time, and they still continue to farm, and you can bike all along their farm there. This is perusing through some of their shops and stuff. They also have a winery there where they produce their own wines, and you can get free tastings there at the winery. So there on the Biltmore Estate, you're going to find more than just the house. There's giant barns that are over in another section. It's kind of divided into sections that you'll see on the website. And within those barns, you'll see the dairy, the library, which is huge shops now. They have artisans there who do woodworking, blacksmithing, and they create things to sell, broom making. One of the things that was really of interest to us was they had a winery there. I didn't know they were into winemaking, and they have free tastings there in the winery and all different kinds of wines for sale and that type of thing. You get to tour the winery if you choose to. They have a small museum that I highly recommend you go visit. It just gives the story and the history of George and Edith Vanderbilt, how he met her when they married, the history of the home, has artifacts from their travels and them living there, to include a chess set from Napoleon Bonaparte. It also talks about the hardships that Edith went through trying to survive and keep the estate running after George passed away. And so you really learn about how lovely those people were and down to earth and kind they were. By visiting that museum, I highly recommend. This is the view as you enter the garden. Does anyone know what kind of tree this is? It has these things growing underneath it. Interesting. This is the view outside of the home as we approach. And there's trails that go all out throughout there. We rode the bikes up the Deer Park Trail up to the house from Antler Village. Look how gorgeous. There's a bear.
And as we
Crossing.
leave, this is what we were greeted by after mountain
Right here at the Biltmore
biking through
Estate.
the very
It's a black bear.
woods in which this
Right there.
animal is fixing to enter.
Holy cow.
So just know that those electric fences that you see throughout the property are not only to keep deer out, but possibly other animals.
About to come that way. Wow. And we rode our bikes back there. That's crazy.
Well, we've been at it a full day, got here at 8:30 and leaving at 7 o'clock. There's the winery and the museum. Music tonight, an event with country music that's a private event. The music that's playing tonight is got some kind of classical blues something. Blues swing type music. There's the hotel. Back behind these buildings is the bike rental. Lots of little shops over here. Look at the inside of the hotel maybe tomorrow. All the goats. I think they're coming over for feed. Oh, he jumped right in the food. He's owner of the food. Here they come. There's more over there just eating grass. Leaving the Biltmore. Left is the river. I don't know if we'll get a glimpse of it again as we go down this road, but it's bordering the highway or following the highway. On the left, there's bamboo. There's a glimpse through the trees of the river.
This looks like a scary deal.
Up here's the gate where we came in. Probably come in tomorrow so we can go see the Renaissance art.
Slight left to stay on Lodge Street.